The grizzly bear, an awe-inspiring symbol of North America's wilderness, is more than raw power. It plays a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance as an apex omnivore. But in the wild, even the grizzly is not invincible. When it comes face to face with other formidable creatures, what happens next? Grizzly bears are found throughout Canada, Alaska, and the western United States. They can weigh up to 600 pounds and run 35 miles per hour. Armed with long claws, an exceptional sense of smell, and incredible adaptability, grizzlies are masters of survival. Despite their massive build, they are surprisingly agile. Most live solitary lives and are highly territorial, especially regarding food. Wolves are masters of strategy, hunting in coordinated packs, and often competing with grizzlies over carrion or salmon. A lone grizzly can easily overpower a single wolf, but the balance shifts when an entire pack, usually 6 to 12 individuals, joins the fray. Power meets strategy. So who comes out on top? In these high-stakes encounters, wolves harass relentlessly, while the grizzly defends the carcass or tries to break free with a decisive move. Studies from Yellowstone reveal that grizzlies win around 70% of these confrontations, especially when food is involved. Still, in rare cases, a large pack may force a bear to retreat to avoid injury. Sometimes, both sides simply abandon the standoff, leaving the forest again silent. It's not just a clash of strength, it's a matter of timing, instinct, and calculated risk. The mountain lion, also known as the cougar, is a solitary predator, renowned for its stealth and ambush tactics. It prefers to strike from behind or above, relying on surprise to bring down its prey within seconds. But those tactics fall short when facing off against a grizzly bear, an animal that can weigh twice as much and stand nearly 6 feet tall on its hind legs. The grizzly's strength, endurance, and territorial experience often render the cougar's sneak attacks ineffective. Still, the cougar may fight back fiercely when defending its young or territory. But the reality is, when these two predators collide, the grizzly almost always comes out on top. Such encounters are rare, but highlight the striking contrast between silent speed and unshakable strength in the wild. Though they're related, grizzly and black bears differ significantly in size, behavior, and survival strategy. Black bears are usually much smaller, weighing between 200 and 400 pounds, and are more agile climbers. They tend to inhabit denser forests and generally avoid confrontation. The grizzly nearly always comes out on top when both species converge at rich food sources, like salmon streams or animal carcasses. With a larger frame and more dominant temperament, the grizzly often intimidates and drives away black bears to claim the area. Black bears are well aware of this imbalance. Many will retreat, climb trees, or avoid these zones during daylight hours. Some black bears even shift to nocturnal foraging patterns in areas with frequent grizzly presence. These encounters rarely escalate into serious conflict. Instead, they showcase the black bear's remarkable adaptability. Survival doesn't always belong to the strongest in the wild, but to those who best avoid unnecessary risk. It's a rare showdown between two of North America's most powerful land animals, the grizzly bear and the bison. Weighing between 1,000 and 2,000 pounds, bison are built like tanks, with sharp horns and enough force to fend off most predators. But the grizzly is not easily intimidated. The bear may strike when hungry or presented with an opportunity, especially targeting calves or weakened individuals. Using patience, terrain, and the element of surprise, it creeps in close before unleashing a sudden attack. A head-on clash with a full-grown bison is extremely risky. Grizzlies usually avoid it unless the stakes are high. When they commit, these encounters aren't just about brute strength. They reveal the grizzly's willingness to take calculated risks in its pursuit of survival, proving once again that opportunity often favors the bold in the wild. Beyond defensive clashes, grizzlies are also skilled hunters, especially in spring and early summer, when young moose and deer are abundant along river valleys. With an extraordinary sense of smell and a surprisingly silent approach, a grizzly can sneak up on its prey almost undetected, particularly when the animal is still young. And lacks solid instincts. These attacks are swift and unexpected, and they often use the terrain to corner the target. Taking down a full-grown moose, however, is no easy task. Adults can weigh up to 1,400 pounds, and wield powerful hind kicks and massive antlers. Grizzlies typically only target them when there's an element of surprise, or the prey is injured or exhausted. These hunts provide high-calorie rewards and reflect the bear's flexible strategy, ranging from scavenging to full-on predation when the opportunity arises. When summer arrives, and the cold rivers of Alaska and the Rocky Mountains swell with salmon, grizzlies enter one of the most vital periods of the year. Salmon aren't just a rich source of protein. They're essential for bears to build up fat reserves before winter sets in. Grizzlies combine patience, sharp observation, and bursts of speed to catch fish in fast-moving streams. Some individuals have even developed special techniques, like snatching fish mid-air or waiting at the top of waterfalls where salmon leap. Their ability to remember prime fishing spots year after year shows just how adaptable and intelligent these animals can be. This seasonal hunt is more than a display of skill. It reflects the deep connection between grizzlies and the rhythms of their wild habitat. As the cold slowly creeps through the forest and food becomes scarce, the grizzly bear begins a remarkable journey of survival: hibernation. It's not just a long winter nap, but an extraordinary biological adaptation to endure the year's harshest season. Throughout the fall, grizzlies feed relentlessly, gaining weight rapidly and storing thick layers of fat, sometimes up to 30% of their body weight. Once ready, they retreat into quiet, hidden dens where they'll remain for 4 to 7 months. During hibernation, a grizzly's heart rate drops from over 40 beats per minute to as low as 8. They don't eat, drink, urinate, or defecate, yet they preserve muscle mass and can awaken if disturbed. For females, this is also the season of birth. Cubs are born mid-winter, nursing and growing safely inside the den. Hibernation proves the grizzly bear's incredible adaptability. Not just a powerhouse in confrontation, but a master of endurance in one of nature's most silent struggles. The grizzly bear is more than just a top predator. It symbolizes balance, resilience, and wild intelligence. Grizzlies reveal a rich tapestry of behavior and survival strategy through each encounter, whether with wolves, mountain lions, bison, or in silent hunts. Which showdown impressed you the most? Or perhaps it's the bear's versatility itself that leaves you in awe. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of the grizzly, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video to help us spread the love for wildlife. Thank you for joining us on this wild journey. Until next time, stay curious, stay wild,